they get people from different religious backgrounds to actually work together to help community develop. So it's kind of getting people to communicate, and the more we communicate, actually, the better we kind of be able to live together, coexist, do something for humanity. So the idea itself is actually very great.
Mr. Sherif, you're a Global Council Trustee of the MENA region of this
Exactly.
foundation. Who are the members of the foundation
People
here
from
in this
different
region?
countries in MENA region, like we got people from Jordan, Egypt, Tunisia, Emirates, everywhere in the
So
Middle
how
East.
do you get together?
We usually have an annual meeting, and that's usually held in Jordan. And in Jordan, we got the coordinator, Ma'moun Khuraisat. He is the one who's actually in charge of organizing things.
Yes.
And we get people from different faiths. They talk about ideas that would help humanity actually develop, how people can actually know about each other and still show respect, even though we are different, but still we can live together and work together. Because actually, the main idea of this world is kind of we have to be different. It's not like optional. It's not we choose to be different. We have to be different because that's life.
Yes.
What about the initiatives charter?
We got lots of initiatives. Like we got an initiative called Against Hate Speech, in which we are getting people all over the world to actually work on this initiative, work on getting people to talk about what's hate and why do we have to kind of work against this hate speech, regardless of who is using it around the world. And it's a youth program run by the one who's in charge is called Matthew. He's a British guy, and he's actually working with youth around the world in Africa, Middle East, Europe, to kind of get young people to work together, get training. It started actually in India, and then they kind of get young people to work together, get training together, and then they would actually try to get messages against hate all over the world.
Mr. Sherif, you've spoken a number of times about fighting hatred, spreading peace, spreading justice among people and the communities around the world. But how can we do that on the ground? How do you do that in your conferences in Jordan, for example?
Well, first of all, to sit next to somebody who is a Buddhist, and then somebody who's Hindu, somebody who's Baha'i, Muslim, Jew, Christian, and then they start talking about things in life, about like their sufferings, their problems, just getting people to sit together. I mean, if you look at the friendship between Nadir Bakar and Am Hamza in Egypt, for example. How did it start? They are completely different aspects, and then by time when they get to know each other very well, they kind of broke the ice. So they started really look at the human side of the story. So this is the idea. When you get people together, they work together, they know each other very well. They look at the funeral of Muhammad Yusuf Salama. People were leftist, from the right wing,
they
all
were over there,
they celebrated
regardless of the background.
exactly, because they know the people individually on a human basis, not about the background. If you are labeled Muslim,
You have a trial regarding this. I mean, just to bridge the gap. You have this program.
yeah, I got a program on hurriyatna.com, online radio program. It's called The Bridge, and actually this program is focusing on getting people to get to know each other, to meet each other, to talk about their problems, about their aspirations for the world.
How do you do this? I mean, in this program, do you bring them to sit with each other through a program, for example, or you talk? Or
I usually get people from different backgrounds and different countries, and they sit together and everybody talks about one issue and how they look at it and how they want to develop it. So we usually look at the common grounds more than looking at differences or theology or talking about beliefs. No, we don't talk about that stuff. We talk about the stuff that actually helps humanity grow, develop, become a better place
So
for
it
everybody.
basically it happens through dialogue, mutual dialogue between every other side.
Yeah, I can see that dialogue actually is the basic element in getting to know someone, and later on things change gradually, but they change.
But you know, the problem is tolerance. We lack tolerance. Don't you see this now? How can we overcome this? I mean, listening to each other, just to accept the difference between us, because of course no one is like the other, for example. Even if we all belong to liberals, the same.
Well, but it needs a lot of hard work. If you just sit in your home and always live in your community, then it will be very difficult for you to accept other people. But if you look at people who travel a lot and they are open to other societies,
But all
Usually,
people I'm talking about, they traveled a lot and they studied abroad, they studied in the United States and abroad in different countries, and still most of these people, they do not sit and talk to each other.
sometimes people travel and they stay in their community. So, like lots of people around us. But some people, even whether they travel or
I'm
not,
talking about these people. How can we change them to change our reality?
uh, I don't know. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't know. But the more we hold dialogues with them, the better. But actual change comes from within. So if they don't try to change themselves, it's not something like when I talk to change to people, they will change. So all what we have to do is to interact, and then sooner or later they may change, they may not. I don't know. We cannot guarantee. But as long as we do our part,
Yes.
things may change.
There's something called the cooperation circles within the United
Yes.
Religions Initiative. What about that?
A cooperation circle is what we call CC. It's in every country, like in Egypt, for example, we have different CCs, tolerance CC and other CCs. They are formed from 7 people from different backgrounds and religions, and they try to work together in development. So to have a development idea, to have like initiative for helping the poor, helping people get to read and write, helping people to know about different types of music. We have a group called Walk to Happiness, and it's in Jordan, and they kind of visit the old people who don't have anybody with them, and they walk them and talk to them. So we have different types of CCs work, but they all targeted at the human side, how to develop, how to help others, how to do something positive in society, regardless of your background.
Yes.
But the CC has to be mixed, different religions within the same group.
So moving on to the conclusion, to summarize the main ideas, how can we reach a sound interreligious dialogue in Egypt in this critical period of time?
The dialogue should be directed to getting to know each other better as humans, regardless of what we believe. Because, you know, I always quote Erb Cohen. Erb Cohen said, "You and I don't see things as they are, we see things as we are." You can never change people's view to life, but we can change people's views to me through dealing with them, through interacting, not through what I believe in, because what I believe in is what I believe in. What he believes in is what he believes in. So we don't have to talk about this. We have to talk about the common ground, which will help us actually develop society.
But now we've spoken about the foundation itself. How was it founded in the first place? The idea of it, the main area of its action in Jordan, Egypt, and any other place around the world. But what about the obstacles that you can be facing during your initiative or your work within the initiative?
Most probably you wouldn't find like obstacles. What you only have to find is people who believe in this. Once you find people who believe in this, they wouldn't actually spare time, they wouldn't spare money on getting their ideas across. But if people just show up because they want to show up, I mean, this is the real problem, the real challenge. And also we need some work from the civil society, some work of non-profit organization, cooperation with them. This might help a lot as well.
Yes.
Right. So I don't know, but maybe at the end again, I'll ask you for your final advice.
I wouldn't advise anybody in the world to do anything.
No, but from your own point of view, you have the right that because each one of the Egyptians now he wants to get out of all what is going on and wants to move forward.
Basically, I'm not in a position
From where
to advise.
To start?
But, yeah, the only thing I can say, get to know other people very well, without stereotypes, without presuppositions. Don't assume things about other people unless you talk to them. Like we assume. I was in Switzerland 2 years ago, and then I was talking to a gal, and then she told me, I don't know if she was joking or serious, she told, "Do you have a camel?" I said, "No, I got 2. One for work and one for home chores." And then she met me after dinner, and she said, "I apologize." I said, "No problem. Everybody's got stereotypes about other people." So, I mean, if we stop stereotyping and have like images, fixed images about other people, then things will move better. And we have to know that we are all different.
Mr. Sherif Rizk, the Global Council Trustee of the MENA region of the United Religions Initiative. Thank you very much for being with us today on Nile Cruise.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
And now it's time to go out for a quick break, so stay tuned with us.
The 54th annual meeting of the Egyptian Society for Chest Diseases and Tuberculosis was held, in which doctors from different universities, the Ministry of Health, and military and police hospitals participated, in addition to other doctors from other countries.
We are here from all universities of Egypt, Ministry of Health doctors, health insurance doctors, and the military and police academies of chest doctors. We are gathering here in 4 years, in 4 days' time, to exchange experiences in the latest advances in pulmonology, allergy, and immunotherapy. The recent advances which had been discussed in this conference, including interventional pulmonology, fiber-optic bronchoscopy and thoracoscopy, and recent advances in imaging techniques to diagnose different chest diseases. We are very much impressed with the new advances in metabolomics used for the diagnosis and managing chest diseases.
Some critical issues were tackled in the meeting, like the means used to help quitting the habit of smoking and the abuse of antibiotics.
Today we are gathering for the annual meeting of our society, and this is the 54th meeting, and in this meeting we throw lights on many important points concerning the health of our Egyptian people and especially their lungs. Today and tomorrow we have some sessions concerning smoking and how do we achieve smoking eradication from our community, and we stressed on smoking cigarettes and also the regional pattern of smoking, which is shisha and nargila.
The 4-day meeting aimed at exchanging experiences in different diseases and is the latest tools and mechanisms in the medical field. Nada Rabia for Nile.